After President Donald Trump blasted the FBI and the Department of Justice for the disgraceful raids on attorney Michael Cohen, Senator Rand Paul, of Kentucky, dropped a brutal truth bomb. Following the FBI raid at Michael Cohen's office and hotel room in New York on Monday, April 9, 2018, President Donald Trump blasted the Bureau for what he called a disgraceful act. On Tuesday, Senator Rand Paul echoed Trump's position, calling the FBI raid on Cohen a great overstep. During an interview with Fox News, Paul publicly rebuked the FBI and special counsel Robert Mueller on America's Newsroom. Paul started out by pointing out the obvious fact which millions of Trump supporters are furious with. The first question we ought to ask is, what does this have to do with Russia? Paul said, according to Daily Caller. I thought the special prosecutor was investigating Russian collusion. Going after someone's personal attorney is a great overstep, I think, in the authority of the prosecutor. Then, Senator Rand Paul laid out the main reason why he thinks the use of a special counsel is not only unnecessary in most cases but also dangerous. This is why I have opposed really having special prosecutors for almost anything, Paul continued. I think they abuse their authority. I think Mueller has abused his authority. They say, well, he asked somebody else, another U.S. I would warn people around America who say, oh, that don't like the president, oh, this is just fine, because it's against President Trump. This is an enormous power used against anybody, Paul said. You remember what Chuck Schumer said a couple months ago? He said if you cross the intelligence agencies, they can screw you 6 ways to Sunday. This is about enormous power, prosecutorial power, but also power in the intelligence communities. We have to rein this in, or every American citizen is exposed to this kind of abuse of power, Paul added. When asked how he would rein it in, Paul replied, well, we shouldn't have these special prosecutors, it's hard now, you're right. It's actually hard politically to fire Mueller, but the thing is, we never should have had Mueller in the first place. Because we've given too much power to a prosecutor who's no longer looking at Russia. He's looking at some kind of personal dealings with the president's lawyer. And imagine, once they get this, they've got all the information that the president has ever discussed with the attorney. They say, oh, we're not going to use this stuff that's attorney-client privilege, but they're going to read it.